Hey everyone. I am just waiting for Steven to get here, but can everyone see me? Say yes or no in the chat. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I had to press that we were on here. Okay, I see everyone. Now I'm just waiting for, where did Steven go? Huh. Let's see. Aaron, he's already in 2022. That was a good one. Okay, where is Steven here? Oh my gosh. Great, Karen. I'm glad. Now we just need, let's see. Where did Steven go? All right. Let's see. Okay. Just bear with us. He'll be back on. Let's see. Is Barbara? Okay. 1 second. Nope. Sorry, guys. Okay, everyone. I see everyone except for Steven and Barbara, and they were left on my other screen. One second, folks. Sorry about the delay. Okay. I think Steven is still in the other session, so. Oh. Okay, so he needs to get this link. Okay. All right. Just a couple more. All right, let's see. We have how to overcome. Okay, great. Holly, we'll get right to you once we get Steven back in. There you are, Steven. Hello. So I think what happened really.
Is everybody still here?
Most people are, but I think Barbara and you were on stage, on screen, and so I think it left you guys there. So
yeah, it did.
that's why, yeah. So that's why I'm hoping I can get Jessie, if you can get in touch with your mom, I can give her the link so she can have it, and we could be. Then we'll all back.
Can you put it in here for Jessie?
Yeah.
Cool.
So we do
Hi,
have
everybody.
Some excellent.
Thanks,
you.
Jessie. Yeah, I want to finish with Barbara.
Yeah.
So we were talking about, what were we talking about? The letting go of the how and when? No. I don't remember.
We were kind of talking about the whole intention setting process.
Yeah. I'm going to take a moment then to give a shout out. First, I want to shout out to
yes. Thanks everybody
Nicole,
who came back with
Nicole
us.
And Carla. Say again?
Everyone who's sticking with us, this
yeah,
time.
I'm
hoping you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, let's take a little check-in moment.
So,
take
well, again, I really want to thank Nicole and Carla specifically. They've been here before, and they're connected to a wonderful world of entrepreneurs. We love entrepreneurs in the spiritual workout world. So thanks to the two of you for inviting. And again, welcome to any of the Lifeliners who are here. It's really good to have you. I also want to say something else. If this is your first time and you're otherwise unfamiliar with spiritual workout, we're on a subscription right now, and it runs monthly. And the payments always start on the first. She's back. Give me 1 second here, Barb. And so we don't want you, if you're excited about this and want to become part of spiritual workout, and we hope you will, don't join today or tomorrow, because you'll get charged today and then you get charged again on the 1st. So what we're going to do is on the 1st, we will send you the link to sign up. Then you'll get the full month's value and benefit. We'll talk a little bit about that later if you want to, or if you have any questions, let us know. And otherwise, let's
more
finish.
Information if you just press the green tab below the
Correct.
screen.
But just don't sign up now and give us money, because you'll get charged again and you won't have gotten anything. So unless you just want to.
We'll send you an email and I'll give you the prompt.
Exactly.
When it's time.
So thanks, Nicole. All right, so Barb, let's finish this up, but we're with, what were you and I just saying when we got bounced? It over.
It's a great question. You should watch the replay.
Question. Yeah, watch the replay. That's another thing, just announcement-wise for anybody. If you say, what was Jill saying again? You guys can go to the replay and go right to Jill's question. That obviously goes for any. And certainly if you're the one who's been up here and you didn't take notes or you want to go back, that's what the replays are for. You can always go right back to it. You just click on Ask a Question. You can go directly to that person's, your own or somebody else's. We were talking about staying positive, and so and as a part of the mechanics. So the basic mechanics of setting intentions are present tense language, right? Using positive language, letting go of how and letting go of when. That's it. Oh, Jill, you asked a question in there at some point about past tense. And most of the time we talk in present tense. Sometimes it makes sense and feels organic to and aligned to refer to the past in an intention. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. It's not going to be the main part of it, and we shouldn't be talking mostly in past tense, but every once in a while it does make sense to say in the intention something that kind of touches on that, but brings it back into. And if I think of an example later, I'll certainly bring it. So most of the time, no, but if it feels aligned, and it very well might, no problem. Okay, so back to, JJ does it all the time.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about where you are now with this? I know you've been talking about a big piece of this for you is being more intentional, even in your conversations. I think in the break, Barbara was saying how, it's like, it's a workout all the time, wow. And she's intending, amidst everything else we've been talking about, to really be much more intentional in every conversation that she's having with people. So tell us a little bit about how that's going.
It's going well. Workouts are paying off.
Mhm.
It is. It's even.
What are you noticing that's different?
I'm noticing that I feel a lot. Breathe easier. That I'm carrying. I'm trying to be positive here. I'm.
Go with the feeling. Stay with the feeling.
Okay, how do I feel? I feel strong, and I feel heard and satisfied.
I feel strong. I feel heard. I feel satisfied. I'm in alignment. That's all I need to know. I'm doing something right. So her intention to be more intentional in every conversation and not have throwaway conversations or say things that aren't meant or engage with people that aren't terribly interesting. I might be going off the rails here, right? And now Barbara is feeling in these conversations more strong in the other things she said. Those are, so we're always checking in. That's that heart piece, right? How does it feel? Oh, those are the feelings I'm having as I'm doing this thing or saying these words or going down this path. Then that's all I need to know that I'm on the right track. And that's always our listening to inspiration, our gut, our intuition, and all of that, and guidance goes hand in hand with intention setting. Because once we get shiny and clear about what we're wanting to be, do, and have, then we listen to inspiration. Somebody said it earlier, taking inspired action. We listen to inspiration for what actions to take. Instead of trying to micromanage and figure it out first, I'll lose 50 pounds and then da-da-da-da-da, right? Nothing wrong. I'm not a criminal for having that idea. But law of attraction wise, it's not the most effective, efficient way to go. Because I'm thinking that if I do this thing that's gargantuan anyway, that it'll get me something. The smarter path is to just start with the something. Law of attraction is always on.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel more connected.
That's
okay. I feel
good. Doesn't count.
I know. It's like
more connected.
I feel more connected. I feel energized. I feel reconnected to myself and what I want and how I communicate. Freedom.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay. Water. To freedom.
Really good. To freedom.
Wait,
and being intentional in our
grab my water
conversations. That's huge. It's really huge.
Okay.
Now,
Cheers.
is there something else you want to cover before we go?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so. Not ready. I'm not ready. Not really.
You're not ready already?
Appreciate it.
Okay.
This is cool. I'm glad we could. I'm glad I could join.
We're very happy.
Very festive outfit.
Look at me. I got nothing. Next year, I'm going to crank it up. Well, thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Stephen.
Happy
Thank you,
New
Delilah.
Year.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
Happy New Year. And I hope you're enjoying your first SHMEZ. Okay.
Right.
How's everybody doing out there? Do we have somebody lined up?
Yes. Holly has a question. Holly, we're going to send you an invite. It says, how to overcome the subconscious sabotage that looms up with too strong intention. Okay.
I'm sorry, say that again.
How to
multitasked.
How to overcome the subconscious sabotage that looms up with a new strong intention.
Beautiful, because that's what will always happen. No sooner do we put our foot on the gas of what we're wanting to be, do, or have, then, oh my God, every single thing within us that is not aligned with that desire comes right to the surface for us to see very clearly. Hey, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Are you not hearing it? Oh yeah, there you are.
So thank you. I've been forming my intentions. I've been forming my intentions and adding lots and lots of language from everybody's exquisite profiles. But however, as this intention, I said it, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And then smash.
Yes.
Just okay. I had to delete all the games off my laptop and off my iPad and off my phone because I was like just in this spinning space. And I'm like, wow. So help me with, is it just a case of continuing to work the intention setting that dissolves the subconscious links, the subconscious
not just
critters that
not
I'm
just
in? Okay.
I mean, one could argue everything is energy. So if somebody purely focuses on energy here, then the energy that's down here won't be a factor. But it's hard. It's usually hard for us to do that. So what we do here is, you got the first part, the intention, shiny and clear. Just get it down. Ideal world. Nobody can say no. Money's no object. You with me? Can you hear me? Okay. So
yes,
that's part of the process. Then for the stuff that you're talking about, all these thoughts and ideas that you have about why that intention won't work, is that sort of what's happening?
You know, Stephen, no, there's no, I've overcame self-talk pretty much decades ago. I just physically stop like a Labrador in the middle of the road. You know, I just stop. I just paralyzed, collapsed.
And okay, so what
there's no thinking going on.
Okay. There probably is, but here's let's just talk the process. So tonight we're really just focusing on getting the intention down. Do you want to share a little bit about what that is, or is it too rough, or you don't have to?
Yeah, you know, I successfully reached my goal to attain my, I need to renew a driver's license, but real estate license. My business, real estate and business brokering business is thriving. I'm in demand and at peace with my increasing income and lifestyle. And the feedback I get from clients, you know, I love the service Holly provides, selling my business, selling my cabin, my home, you know, and then I've got loads of positive intentions that are just, you know, security, finance, all of them. I've been working on it the whole time I've been listening to everyone else. So, but this goal for doing the real estate license, which, you know, and also actually just renewing this driver's license. I haven't taken a driver's test since I was 16. Okay. So to come to California, I need to take a damn driver's test again. I've been avoiding. Just, you know, come on. Yeah. So silly as it may sound, you know, I'm just like stopped. It's not that I don't think I passed tests all my life. I'm, you know, it's that.
Why?
It's real deep stuff.
Why the real estate business?
Well, because in my wheelhouse, I have experience as a business broker, and you use a real estate license for that. And in this market, I can sell cabins, and I can facilitate the sale of businesses in a market that is very closed. Idlewild is a gold mine for realtors. It's just a gold mine. They just sell and resell the same properties over and over and over. So it's a really easy place.
So it's work that is easy to generate income,
to make enough money to generate income. That's right. It gets me out from in front of a computer all day long. And it's, you know, social. It's, you know, that's all what I know how to do very easily. And I had my real estate license in Arizona and was a business broker for a couple of years. I know how to do that work.
Do you like doing that work?
People are coming to me here.
Do you like to?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm going to suggest,
I never really wanted to do real estate before because I didn't think I had the patience to deal with.
we're a little delayed.
I'm waiting for your
Go ahead.
suggestion. Yeah.
Okay, my suggestion. My suggestion is that let's play
I'm just
around
waiting
with
for your
this.
suggestion.
Yeah, let's play around and see if I'm right. When you talk, as you did when we first started, about just feeling paralyzed and stuck and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
it feels and sounds to me like the
Mhm.
reason for that is because the real estate, like we've been talking for a few times tonight, certainly with Jesse and the weight thing, right? That it's a how. If I can do this thing, this is what I know. I've done this sort of thing before. I see what's going on here. If I can go in here, then I can what?
I can thrive financially.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. Thrive. I can thrive financially. Yeah.
So, right.
With ease and grace.
Perfect. So, just like we were talking about with Barbara and a few others, let's create your financial intention first. Because that's what you want. Ideal world, nobody can
Okay.
say no, this is my financial life now. It used to be that, now it's this. So what I'm suggesting is that
And I now love looking at my bank. Mhm.
keep going.
I did. I mean, I've been writing down these very much like what you did with Barbara, working on when I'm financially secure. I love my new SUV. I joyfully own my own home with less. I can now exercise freedom and generosity. I love looking at my bank account and feeling happy, empowered, secure. I can do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. I have them all here. And so,
So homework, put the real estate intention
homework.
Put the real estate intention off to the side. The reason I'm saying that, everybody, is because it feels in this situation with Holly that it's a big giant how. Like if I do this real estate thing, then I kind of sort of, then I can. So just the same way that we've done a few times tonight, let's start with then I can. That's the intention. The other reason that I'm suggesting this is because, Holly, you said yourself, feeling stuck, feeling paralyzed, oh my God, I can't even move. That is always a sign when we're in this intention setting process that we're involved in a how, when things aren't flowing. So the way to go about this, set that financial intention, maybe even a work intention. I have new work now. It's a new part of my life, and I'm doing something new I've never done before. And it's really fun and it's exciting. And I didn't even know I could do this kind of, right? So I'm suggesting if you get those two intentions going, then once you've got in, it doesn't have to take more than a few days or a week or two if you really burrow into it and really get much more solid on the work and the financial thing, then look at the real estate and see if it fits. And see if it fits. And if it doesn't, because something else will.
Embody it.
Yeah. Right. Embody that financial intention. And I can tell you've been taking notes tonight. Have you heard everybody? She's copying everybody. No, I'm kidding. But it's good. That's why we do this here, because we all basically want the same things. And I'm teasing you, Holly. But how does it feel to you to put the real estate thing aside for now,
Yeah,
and do these two other ones?
So are you suggesting that my conversation with myself, or work is just a generic term? I just replaced the word real estate with my work is now fulfilling and joyful and thriving and financially lucrative, and just sit with that, and then continue to work with financial security on the other side, and then add real estate and see if I crash and burn again.
Right.
Okay.
And just see if it fits into that. Maybe it will.
Yeah, see if it fits. Okay.
And if it doesn't, it doesn't matter, because it's not your job to figure out how.
That was lovely what you said. That's awesome. That's the magic of living, isn't it? Okay, thank you. I'm good.
How do you feel? How's
drinking
that paralysis
blue
feeling?
Good, much better. The paralysis is lifted.
Okay, everybody. So we'll get to your drink in a second. But that dynamic that we just saw with Holly, and thank you, Holly, so much, is very, very common here, and it's just part of the process of learning intention setting, which is, it should be, as Jill was saying before, oh, you're asking me what I want? Of course it feels good. Of course it's exciting. Of course I'm energized. That's what any intention should be. So if we're struggling so much that we're like, ugh, this thing isn't fitting, it's not working, I feel paralyzed, that is all a person needs to know that something is not right in this process. And that's what we talked about. So what did you say you're having there?
Okay. Blueberry juice.
All right. Not elderberry wine.
Cheers.
So here's, Holly, to your new intentions.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Here's to your financial intention and your work intention. And maybe real estate will be what you do. Who knows?
3 cheers.
Okay.
3 cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's really
Delilah.
good.
Thank you, Holly.
Both of you.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you very much. Good to see you.
Okay.
So again, if anybody has any comments, questions about what we're talking about, are we down? Is nobody else?
Yeah, anybody else wanting to come on up here? Let's turn those resolutions, dreams, aspirations, goals into shiny, clear intentions. It's for workout style.
And I really do appreciate what Holly was talking about, because that's true for any of you guys. Anytime that where it's just not flowing, there are going to be probably two reasons why. One is thoughts and ideas and beliefs about what's possible and what isn't possible, steamrolling over your little desire that's in there. But Holly said clearly that's not her issue at all. So then the other reason that it's not going to flow is because we're really in much more of a how, and we're not criminals for doing that. That seems to be a natural, normal, commonsensical thing to do. It just doesn't quite fit our program here.
One thing about spiritual, this intention setting extravaganza is, someone here is saying, Dave is saying, my intention is very vague. Okay, Dave, I'm going to send you an invite here. And it's
one of the things. Yeah, one of the things that we do, so my intention is vague. So a lot of times people will come in and they'll say, well, I don't know what I want, because that's usually our first question. And I say, everybody knows what they want. So let's see what's with Dave. And sometimes, so my point with that is sometimes we can just help clarify it, help get it really shiny and clear. Because if you ask me, everybody knows what they want.
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh.
I didn't do it.
No, I invited him, and I think it sent him another. Okay, here we go. Sending you another invite, Dave.
Nothing personal.
There we go.
I think we're good.
Take 2.
Okay. I thought I blew it up.
So what you got going on?
Oh, I have been trying out retirement in the last year or so. Well, it's a couple of years actually.
Yeah.
And it's almost to the point where I'm feeling a little guilty, which is an awful word, I know. But
yeah, we'll come back to that if we have to.
yeah. No, it's just that I'm in a good spot. I'm doing what I want when I want to. And sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, but there's nothing to really get out of bed about. So I'm thinking my intention would be to do more, but it's like I'm kind of cutting myself off from doing more because I'm enjoying what I'm doing at the present.
Which is less.
Less and vague.
So what's wrong with lying in bed?
Nothing. It's a great feeling, but there's less freedom with financial. It all boils down to finances, it seems like a lot of people saying here. But I seem to be getting by with odd jobs and what have you, and I enjoy that. And I enjoy having the choice of laying in bed or not laying in bed, or in the middle of the afternoon reading a novel. It's like, it's really still exciting for me, but it's still a little tense in certain parts of the month with the dollars.
Okay.
But they seem to come through because I guess my intention would be to keep that going. I mean,
that's what it sounds
more
like.
Of that, but
exactly.
My feelings about it are like I said, vague and confusing. So it's hard to explain to anybody that, well, no, I don't really want to go back to being a salesman and picking up a phone every morning and dialing and going, hey, buy this. It's like over. That part of my life is over, and I know it.
Right.
I feel
so
that.
it does.
So going forward is a whole new world.
So I want to address two things because I'm with you. It sounds like if this were me, I would just want to feel much better about what I'm doing, right? The guilt that you started with and all that. It's like, well, I really like this. It's kind of new and different and da-da-da. So yeah, that to me sounds like let's just fortify and really puff up what you have. Now the part that the guilt, so when we've talked tonight about gas pedal brake, right? So gas pedals, I'm living a whole new life. I'm retired, but it's not really, and I do odd jobs and there's always enough money. So that's where there's a little room to fill in those gaps, right? There's always enough. It always happens. Look at me. I'm living my best life and I'm retired, quote unquote, right?
Semi.
So now, right. And so that's what I would be doing. You're like 75% there. It's just really a fortification of what you've been experiencing is what it sounds like. Now, the part of the guilt and those are just going to be beliefs. That's your other foot on the brake as you're doing this. So we're not going to get into that part tonight. That's what we do in regular spiritual workout world all the time. What we learn to do here. So I'll give you my little spiel about the choices a person has when they notice that they've got one foot on the brake, on the gas, which is really good, but then they have another foot on the brake, right?
Right.
Fits and starts and good days and bad days.
Earlier, and when the lady said, the pedals to the metal, and I go, and that's when you hit the brick wall.
No brick walls in our world. So here's what we do. So there are a couple of options here. Option number one, you look around, well, everybody's in this boat. Everybody has good days and bad days. Everybody's start and stop and start and stop. I guess this is the way things are, and I'll just hum along. That pretty much defines most people, I think. Another option in that situation is, you know what, screw it. It's too hard. I don't care anymore. Get out and just walk away from the car, right? So if you don't want something, you don't want it, who cares? But if you want it and you're just walking away from it because you can't quite figure out how to get there, that's too bad. We don't operate that way. The third way here, what we learn to do is keep our foot on the gas of our shiny, clear intention. And when we notice our other foot on the brake, we learn to get our other foot off the brake. We're not going to focus on that tonight, but that guilt, it's just a belief, Dave, or a set of beliefs you have that we all have about how things are supposed to be and what retirement looks like and what a person's supposed to do in the world.
And I never expected to be in this position. which is, I
Right.
mean, and I'm
So
not, I'm saying I like it.
Yes. So
But
give
I
me,
want a
so,
little more of it
right.
to
So
enjoy
here's
it,
the
be able
thing.
to enjoy it more.
Yes. So that's what you're about to riff on. I'll get to your question in a second, Jill. That's about what you're going to riff on. We're not going to worry. So the process, if you really take this to the next level and really just sit
Yeah.
down with a piece of paper, we use worksheets here for intentions, and really just articulate what we're going to shine up just a little bit before you go. And then
Okay.
have another piece of paper, we call it a dump list, and literally just dump all that stuff on there. I feel guilty. I feel just dump it on there.
Okay.
Now, if you come back, then you'll learn to keep your foot on the gas and just get that other foot off the brake. And
Yeah.
one day you realize, oh my God, my foot's not been on the brake for months. I'm free.
Right.
I'm clear. I'm living a whole new life.
Yeah.
So before you go, I want to hear you riff on your own new way of being. Leave the guilt aside. Ideal
Yeah,
world. Nobody
yeah.
can say no. You're living a new life. Tell us all about it.
I'm just, I've got a nice place on my own, and I've got a dog now, which I have kind of full custody of. Was unexpected, but very, very nice. and it's great getting up in the morning and deciding what I want to do and being able to do that or not do it if I can put it off till tomorrow, and not every day is a Monday. And it's sunshine and blue skies.
Beautiful. So that's your job. That's your intent, to continue down that path and dump that other stuff. Now, Jill, I'm going to answer the other question from before, because Dave, this might be a place where you might even throw in a line like, I had no idea I was going to move into this phase of my life. This is so different from the way things used to be. I'm so excited about it because I didn't see it coming, and now I'm in it, and it's amazing. So see, Jill, where we just had a little bit of a, I didn't know, right? That was exactly what I was talking about. But mostly this is you just being in that space. But I would strongly recommend, that would be what we would do in regular spiritual workout. We'd be encouraging you, get that foot on the gas, full steam ahead, no brick walls.
Well, I think
That's a dump
I
list.
signed up for that tonight, right? And you also just mentioned, don't sign up tonight. But I don't care.
Also, we will welcome you anytime. I'm just trying to save you a few bucks. Yeah. Okay, so what was I going to say? There are no brick walls. So brick wall would go on your dump list. I'll run into a brick wall. Nothing. You're not a criminal for having that thought. It doesn't serve you. It doesn't align with your intention. So put it on the dump list for today. Come back to regular spiritual workout, learn how to get it off. Now, Jill is asking, are there any tips on how to gracefully give up the how? If grace was a requirement, I would not be standing here right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, Jill. Let me think about that for a minute. But how are you feeling about this, Dave? Your new life.
Great. It's great.
Retirement Dave style.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I like it.
What I want.
Cheers.
I just titled your intention for you. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Rave style.
I was gonna say that, but I held back.
Yeah, I'm getting back to using that name more often, it seems.
Dave's been in my life for a while. It's good to see you.
Long time.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Love you. Bye.
Happy New Year. Okay, so Jill, the graceful how to let go of how.
Oof.
It's sort of.
Oh, before Stephen, sorry.
Yes.
Don't lose a month. Keep that thought. Anyone else who like to turn their resolution, SHMEZOLUTION into a shiny, clear intention, let us know. Because, that's how we're going to keep this thing going. If not, then we close it down. So let us know. Stephen, go back.
Okay, so first of all, Joe and Nicole, it's amazing to see how Dave brightened up when he started speaking about all the happy things. Yes, it happens every time. That's why I have the coolest job in the world. I'm getting how to stay and live in the positive and keep my intention front and center. Exactly. That's it. It's just, as I like to say, we're always thinking anyway. We're always
Right.
feeling anyway. Law of attraction's on, so why not think and feel what we want? Because we're attracting what we're thinking and feeling. It's just that simple. And it's also that not how we've been taught. So, Jill, in terms of the how, what I was going to say is, and I can only speak from my own experience, that all it takes is having an experience of something showing up in a way that is so beyond what you might have thought, so beyond any how. Like I was saying earlier, when somebody utters a sentence, I don't know how this happened. You have one or two of those experiences, then it's way easier, but that's not where we are just yet. I think your question is, well, I really struggle with letting go of how. I struggle with letting go of how. What's my belief about it? There might be something juicy in there. It's hard to let go of how. Well, now we're talking about a belief. Beliefs matter. They create experience. If I'm wanting to let go of how, but I believe it's hard to let go of how, that's making it even harder. So I might want to just undo that belief, right? That might be something that's going on with somebody. If I'm struggling with letting go of how, it's possible that I'm not fully trusting the process. Because when I fully trust the process, of course I let go of how. But how do I get from where I am to fully trusting the process? How do we develop trust? By trusting. We have to be vulnerable. We have to take a risk. It's the only way to do it. So we have to, it's a choice. It's a decision. I'm going to choose to trust. Sure hope I don't get burned. I'm going to choose to trust, right? and so it's a choice. That's another lens, spiritual workout lens, through which to look at this. So it could be a belief you have about the process, what's possible, what isn't. It could be, I just lost my thought. What was I just saying?
Trust.
Anyway, take a risk. I love that. So
Trust.
yeah, about trusting the process. And I lost that last thought. Anyway, but yeah, so, but in all seriousness, if you, any of us who trust the process are happy and willing to let go of how and when, because it becomes much more freeing. Oh, I don't have to figure that out. Like, look at Holly. She was paralyzed trying to figure out how to get to where she, forget about the how. It's, oh, I don't have to think about that. I don't have to spend any energy on that. I don't have to figure something out. I don't have to do something. Whew, that is literally a paradigm shift. And that's what we're about here. Belief in the process. Exactly. All right. Do we have anybody else coming up?
Yes. Anyone else who'd like to come on up and share their...
More from Joe and Nicole. Think and feel what we want. Exactly. 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 Because we're magnets all day, every day. That's not me talking.
See, these are good reminders. This is what I like about resolution SHMEZOLUTIONS, is because we take like an entire year's of clinic. You know, I mean, you're getting a lot of like gems here in terms of what we get every week in our intention setting clinic and all of our drop-ins in clinics. But yeah, the whole let go of the how and the when, and being a magnet, that we are magnets. Like I always not always forget that, but I forget that one time.
Yeah. Well, that's why that's another reason that we're here. So let me just take a moment if we're waiting for somebody else to come, because we'll stay as long as there's more to do. But let's just take a moment. If you're new here and you don't really know what we're talking about outside of resolutions, SHMEZOLUTIONS, we're basically a monthly subscription service. We offer every single week. We're the creator of what we desire. Exactly. We're the architects of our lives. We are designing it. The whole point is most of that designing has been done and creating has been done very unconsciously. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know when I was 5 years old that being angry all the time was just creating more anger. I thought that if I showed my anger, then I would get some attention for the issues I was having. If somebody would have tapped me on the shoulder and said, dude, chill out. Anger just creates more anger. I'd be like, it does? I thought anger just gets me attention, even though it never did, right? So we're not criminals. We didn't know that we were flopping around, but now we know. So this is just about shifting that all around. So our basic service, this might be a good time to just mention it if you're brand new. Again, we'll send you a link on the 1st if you're interested in coming, and I hope you will be. What we can talk about anger in a second also, if you want. So what do we offer? Every week we have a Monday night drop-in. It's right here at the same time, 5 p.m. in California, 8 o'clock New York. We go for an hour and a half. Anybody can show up, raise their hand, ask any question. We bang it out. Right now we're talking about intentions and law of attraction. We have 13 other concepts that we work with, whatever the issues are, and we bang them around, blah, 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 blah. On Tuesdays from 10 to 11 Pacific and from 1 to 2 in New York and God knows wherever anybody else is, we offer an EFT tapping clinic. It's just a tool we use to help undo those old beliefs, what's possible, what isn't possible. I'm afraid to risk. I'm afraid to be vulnerable. All those kinds of issues, foot on the brake, bring that dump list into a tapping session. We tap around. It's a whole separate thing. And then on Wednesdays, we do some version of this, almost exactly this, where we help people to really, who've been coming, and you're not going to be in spiritual workout very long before somebody asks you what you want, and then we're giving you a worksheet and you're creating intentions like we're talking about tonight. And because it is such a, again, simple yet has many mechanics to it of a process, we offer that every week to just help people stay on track. You know, come into the clinic, hey, I'm stuck here on my intention. People bring their worksheets in, you know, what's going on, or I'm struggling with the word or the phrasing or the wording, or like Dave says, I'm a little vague here or whatever, although he wasn't vague, if you realize that, right? So that's our thing every week. And the whole point is to make it as accessible as possible to as many people. If you go for the whole shebang and want to come to every class, or at least be able to, it's only $50 a month for that. You can even do a $5 membership. You'll see it on the thing. It's no big deal. But that's what we offer every single week. So if you're interested in that and you're brand new tonight, we will send you an email on the 1st, just so you can jump in on next month if that's something you want to do. Absolutely. All right, that's the commercial for tonight. Okay, we're the creative what we desire, shifting anger. Wow. Do you want to say more about the anger piece, Joe and or Nicole? Okay, and literally nobody else has any resolution stuff?
Pedal. Okay. Can you help me figure out how to organically work intention into my artist statement, please? I feel like I'm doing too much Red Notebook over here.
Is she coming up?
Okay. Invite, Pedal.
Okay.
Yeah, what I love about the, what I mentioned to folks prior to this intention setting extravaganza is that this is, I think a lot of people, when they think about resolutions or setting goals or intentions for the new year, like they may look at it as something that's like homework, takes a lot of effort, kind of like a self-improvement task. And this is not what this is about. What this is about is really getting to the bottom of what you really want. It's like we think we don't know. We think we may be vague, but we know. And it just takes a little bit of practice, a little guidance to like really understand what that is. And in our intention setting clinic for the most part, but also available in our drop-ins and other clinics, we take it from there, which is a great opportunity for everyone. It's like not just setting the intention, but then going in through the process of embodying it, what we do when we hear those, when we hear the thoughts, the roadblocks, the red lights, the stoplights, all of that is what we kind of, but this is the sole purpose of this was to really get gain clarity on what it is that you actually really want.
And to me, what's fun about doing this and people come in and hanging on and listening to one after another is that hopefully, especially if you're new to the whole process, even if you're not new to it, there's always something new, that you hear some other angle of it. And if you're more new to the whole process, I love just being able to present one after another, and, you know, because you hear the same ideas come up repeatedly because the process is what it is. All right, Petal, what are we talking about?
Yay.
Thank you, Delilah. I'm going to pre-toast you because I'm
Oh,
thirsty.
thank you. Pre-toast to you too, to 2022.
2022. All right, what are we talking about?
So, hold on 1 second. My computer's doing something. Okay. So, as you know, I've been writing this artist statement, and it's really.
And why are
taken
you
a
writing
long
an
time.
artist statement again?
I'm writing an artist statement because I am going to be in a fancy art show that I'm
Where?
really excited about. In New York City,
And where do you live?
in LA.
Thank you. I was curious. Thanks for that. Okay, so you're writing.
Thank
You're
you.
writing your artist statement.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, so I'm writing this artist statement, and I'm having to I haven't written an artist statement in a few years, which is terrible. But I've written a bio, but you have to write a statement for each show, but every show doesn't require you to do that. And I haven't done one in a while. So I have a lot to catch up on, and then I'm trying to explain to a whole new audience, kind of why I do what I do. Thank you, Dave. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell people why you do what you do without telling them this whole kind of long, backstory. In some cases, for me, it is because I've been doing this, particular art that's in the show for most of my life, and so it's a lot to tell people about, and it's
So since we're here and we're talking about intentions, so what Petal's talking about as a spiritual workout facilitator, there are lots of different directions we could probably go in. So if this was a regular Monday night, we might do that, but it's SHMEZ, so we're going to focus on the intention part. So what would it be like if you shifted a little bit out of that right now and went to the intention of the intention? So there's your statement up with your work. What do you want it to do?
Well, what I mean by putting an intention in there, it's almost it's advanced. This is advanced spiritual workout. Okay, yeah. This is spiritual workout, level 3, where I'm trying to incept an intention into my artist statement so that the people will read it and help me manifest the intention. And so my intention is ultimately to do the mural and garden projects all over the world. So, but I haven't really started doing them. I've done murals in different parts of the world. So I'm trying to figure out, do I say I'm doing mural and garden projects all over the world? Or what do I say? Since you happen to have this dual expertise, and I'm so fortunate, and it feels like the universe is just shining this, blessing on me that you also know about.
Oh, me personally?
Artist statements. Yes. I feel how do I do this? And have you ever seen anybody do this? Because I feel like
no, but now you're getting me all excited because an artist statement that doubles as a collective intention. Come on, you're right. That is level 3.
Yeah, as an intention to draw people into the intention, to pollinate. Do
you have any
to basically just support the pollinators.
I love it.
Support the pollination in a really organic way.
Yes. So do you have any language yet down about that? Just start there.
I just have this whole story about no, I don't have any language in there that. Right now what I have in there is something like my my love for bees and art inspired me to create a art and gardening organization. So that's all I really have, but I want to I don't have anything in there right now saying what I'm currently doing as much, or what I plan to do or what I want to do. The focus of my work, it's just been this whirlwind. And sometimes it's this in intention setting. And it was this for me a lot in intention setting when I first started. And sometimes when I'm tackling a new intention that's really important, I'll write out so many pages, 10 pages more. And it's it's really way too much. And then I have to go through
Mhm.
there and try to pick out, what am I trying to say here? What
Mhm.
do I want here? Like, I try to articulate it. And a lot of times I end up just going and writing something completely different that I guess
Yeah.
is inspired, but it feels almost like a lot of that is just, I have to get it out of my mind. And it's not necessarily like a dump list, because I'm pretty conscious about not
Yeah.
putting the
I
wrong
get that.
things. I'll go to and
Mhm.
I'll have a separate dump list, but it's just
Mhm.
like thought overload that if I have to get it out to make the space, and maybe I'm just
How
crazy in that way.
when you created the work that's in the show, did you also have this vision for the art and mural gardens everywhere?
I did, yes. I've had that vision for a really long time. Like, it's like this vision was inspired in probably like my late teens,
Mm-hmm.
to like create this whole like sustainable villages for beekeeping where people do art.
Mm-hmm.
It happened, I would say, it really solidified in like the early 2000s, right around the time where a lot of news came out about, bees dying from the pesticides and
Yeah.
everything,
So
which
is
I
the
was already
work
doing bee art. But anyway.
right? Got it. Is the work that's in the show, when did you create that?
Well, two of the pieces I created in 2017.
Oh, okay. So two of
And
them are kind of
one of
new.
the pieces I
More.
created in 2016. And then one of the pieces I created in like 2011. And two of the pieces are actually pages just out of like a sketchbook.
Yeah, you showed me those.
So
Okay.
those were never even expected to be,
Right.
shown in any kind of capacity.
Yeah.
Officially.
So just to review here, what Petal's talking about is a little different from all the other intentions we've been talking about, because she's tasked with creating verbiage that's going to be shown with her work as an expression of her and what the work means. And she wants to make this a collective intention to get people to think, oh, that's a really good idea. Where do I find out more about that? Right? Am I kind of in the lane?
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay, good. So without getting too in the weeds of it, as we're talking, if there's that, so in an artist statement, you have to talk about yourself and what inspires you. But what I'm hearing in this whole thing is the work you're looking at, gallery patron, is part of an evolution of an idea that began when I first did what
That's
I
what
did.
it says.
And
but that's a really good word. Go on.
And is on its way to, and that's where it sounds like you really do have the opportunity to paint that vision of the villages and and then say why these pieces fit into that bigger thing.
Okay, thank you.
How does that feel?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that and write that down. I didn't get to write that down, but
yeah. So you do paint the vision. I think that evolution idea is in there, and
it is. That wording is in there. That wording is actually in the artist
there you
statement.
go. Yeah.
But,
so this piece and this, I don't know how specific you'll get with any of this pieces, but if as a reader and a looker at all the stuff, I'm like, I walk away thinking, wow, these aren't just a number of pieces of random drawings. Mm-hmm. These are all part of the thing. And I can see where her inspiration is coming from. And I understand it. And it makes me really appreciate these pieces more. Oh, and there's even more for me to think about with regard to this whole idea. I wonder what more she has to say about it. Maybe I'll reach out, right? That's
the goal, yes.
Does this feel like that it's helpful? Now granted, everybody, we're a little off the beaten path of the SHMEZ, but it's okay.
No, but it's not off the beaten path of the SHMEZ at all. Because I actually yesterday was watching myself on the last SHMEZ, on SHMEZ 2020. Mm-hmm. And I am just like amazed at all the crazy curveballs that 2021 threw at me. And I was able to really navigate it with the help of all of the tools that I've learned in spiritual workout. And last year, my intention was to listen to my intuition, you know? And it's like after this is like I'm going on at least 3 years of doing spiritual workout. So it's like now I'm in the place where I'm like, I've manifested a lot of the intentions that I've put out there. And you know, and I mean it's an ongoing process, but I've reached much further along the path with many of my intentions in this process. And now I'm like feeling like I'm feeling like a little bit of a Jedi myself, because I'm like, how do I work in intention into what I'm putting out to the world right now, so that I can attract that alignment, attract those people that are in alignment. It's not about putting anything in anybody's head. I mean, it's about inspiring, but it's not about like, you know, it's more about attracting those that are in alignment or want to be in alignment than anything else, you know? It's like the inception of the intention in, you know, and I think that that's just what people do in general, that we're just like blown away by their writing, is they're putting a lot of intention in it. And when you like connect with that, you're aligned with it, then you feel that way. So that's what I'm trying to do. And thank you
you're
for the
doing
inspiration, and Delilah, and everyone else who participates in spiritual workout, because I learned so much from everybody else too. And I'm excited about 2022.
You are a shining example, and it's so wonderful to have you here. And I have to ask you one last question before we post-host you, which is, what intention did you cultivate such that your art is now being shown in a fancy gallery in New York?
My intention that I cultivated was, one of the intention that pops out right away is,
you can stay, Delilah,
that I work with people that are in alignment, that I attract people who appreciate my work. And I'm only working with people where, you know, we're appreciating each other and we respect each other. And it's got to be a 9 or a 10. Like Delilah gave me that one. Is it a 9 or a 10?
I got that from someone
that I've been doing. What was that?
I got that from someone else.
Oh,
we're all copying from each other.
So yeah, Sam as well. But yeah, so that was one of the intentions that comes to mind, but I'm sure there was many in the process.
So I have one more question. What? So somebody hears news of you having this show, and they say, "Wow, you're really lucky." What would you say?
I would say, you know, I am so incredibly blessed. I will agree with that. And I'm really, really fortunate to, like, you know, have a lot of opportunities and tools, but, or not so much, but, and the process of cultivating all of this was something I've definitely been, you know, an active participant in, as to where before I was kind of like, what's going to happen for me in my life? What's coming along? You know, do I accept this or do I accept that? And I've always thought of myself as like a very outgoing person and a go-getter, but it's really hard to go after things that you don't know exist. You know, like, so it can be hard to go after opportunities and things that you don't know exist. And when you open yourself to like the ideas and intentions that like the universe is always having my back and I'm destined to manifest my purpose, then those kind of things, you know, start to, they happen. And so that's a big part of it. You know, I had to work through a lot of non-serving beliefs, but it's been like a major like kind of like launch, just huge leaps and bounds since I, you know, really changed my views from thinking that like, oh, things are working against me, I'm always fighting against the universe and, you know, people in forces instead of just, you know, changing who I'm dealing with, what I'm doing, and all those kind of things that can contribute to that, you know? And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for entertaining my questions. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Sure,
Petal.
anytime. Thank you for all your help.
Here's to
So,
it.
Petal, you're going to
Some
continue with this.
blessings.
You're going to draft new drafts, right?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So I'm gonna look out for new drafts.
Thank you, JJ, for helping me. Yeah, JJ helped me, and then now it's your turn. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow.
We're gonna do new drafts, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the artist statement, right?
Yeah. So that I can hold off till I get the new drafts.
Oh yes.
She's your editor?
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy now.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, Petal. Thanks so much for being part of this community.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's really great.
Grateful to be here.
And what Petal said earlier about non-serving beliefs, so that's what we were talking about with Dave. That's the foot on the brake. That's part of the process. Nobody gets unscathed from that. Nobody doesn't have non-serving beliefs. So what Petal was talking about was that foot on the brake. A non-serving belief is another way to talk about that material that adds up to, in this analogy, the other foot being on the brake. So it's just part of the process that we do here. You know, I like to think of that material showing up, like Holly was saying, oh my God, no sooner do I, all this stuff, you know, but that material, we want it, it's inside us. It's in our subconscious and our unconscious. Now it's becoming conscious. Fantastic. That's just a step on the way for this material, this energy. Everything is energy. Non-serving beliefs are energy. And we just literally move them out. That's what the tapping clinics on Tuesday really help with. So that's that. All right. Anybody next? Are we done? What's going on?
Yeah, we're going into hour 4. Is that hour 4? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Or hour 3? No, hour 4. Okay. Yeah.
Anybody else? Any comments, questions, anything you want to touch on before we?
This is great. This is great. I love the intention setting extravaganza.
Well, I want to now give a shout out to Delilah De La Rosa.
Oh my God.
Without whom, I'm doing this because I've noticed sometimes I point here, but
because I come off screen.
Camera, it comes out the other way. Anyway, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time tonight for Spiritual Workout Online, this particular event, and certainly for those of you who have been around for any length of time, none of this would be going on without Delilah. And not only does she produce our online, none of this would go on without you. And I am profoundly grateful. I don't even know how that doesn't even seem to cut it, because Delilah signed on with me as a volunteer a few years ago. We thought, oh, good, we'll get this thing going. And it's just unfolding in a different way. And it's unfolding in a beautiful way. It's just not something where she's getting compensated for any of it. And not only is she doing what she does here and the parts you see in the 3.5 hours of the live stuff, she does everything that holds it up. And not only that, all the emails, the Patreon and everything, but then she decides one day, oh, we need to have a YouTube channel. So now there is a Spiritual Workout YouTube channel, 100% because of Delilah, who has taken hours and hours and hours of her time to pull the clips, call the person up, say, hey, you know, that thing that you did in Spiritual Workout was really good. We'd love to use it. Can we make a video? Yes, no. Well, show me it, whatever. So she's doing all of that. She's doing the editing. She's getting it up there, a zillion trillion things. But wait, there's more, because if you are on Instagram, you know that there is an Instagram account, not because I do it, but because Delilah believes it's important and worthy, and she's put a tremendous amount of time into that. And so I just want to publicly, with as many people here as possible, just thank you, really and truly. I don't, I really don't have words for how and why somebody would be so willing to give
Now that
so
you list
much.
all those things, I was like, okay, I really do.
It's a shit ton, man. And I don't mean
So you
man.
know what I
And
realized it was a shit ton? I realized it was a shit ton when I did those clips from last year, and I was like, wait a minute, this is taking way longer. But you know what? I knew from last year and the year before that people really liked that. It was really valuable for people. And I could see why, because as I was doing them, I could see just one, seeing you in action, but then also seeing how you were able to really on some ninja level, turn those resolutions or those desires, vague or whatever, into very shiny, clear intentions, and just kind of seeing people from the start of their mini session to the end of it. And I was like, oh, wow. But then when I actually posted those videos for folks that were there from the years prior, they were, commenting on oh my gosh, just to see that got me so pumped, about what I've done and everything. So that's why I was like, you know what, it's worth the many hours that it took, and and the disk space that took.
Well, and I think what Delilah's saying underneath that is it's you guys and your presence is here and your willingness to be vulnerable, to make some changes in your life, to work out, because it isn't easy. It doesn't just happen on its own.
Thank you,
so
everyone.
that inspires us to keep going. So it really is all very symbiotic.
Yeah.
And we're nothing without you. I'm nothing without her.
Yeah. Yeah. And to see you guys in action, seeing it all, it inspires me. Sometimes when I think oh man, okay, I'm really not, feeling good. And then I'll just hear something here. We'll do a little 2-second tapping. And I'm just like, oh, I needed that. Okay. This is this is
She's also a customer.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it's also it's a place for alignment. It's a very aligning type of space. So great. All right. I think this is it. I think this is it. It's okay because we've definitely done our time here. Holly says, Stephen, it is amazing to watch you exquisitely feel the wide angles from each of us. It's a masterclass. It really is. Bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo. So, can I just say another story, a little quick story here? Because last year, Stephen did about the same time, amount of the same time, over 3 hours of nearly 4 hours of this. And he did it with echoes. And he didn't even
screeching
echoes,
feedback,
audio feedback.
Yeah.
And you would never know. Okay, he was not missing a beat. Literally, I was like he told me afterwards, I was like, are you kidding? And he's like, no, I was like, oh my God. I would have been canceled.
Yeah, and I didn't want to stop I figured it would stop and it didn't. Anyway.
And you did not miss a beat. No one knew. I didn't know. I'm the producer here. I didn't even know. And you were I was like, and then when I look back, I'm like, that's what that was.
Yeah, I thought there were a few giveaways. Anyway.
No,
Suck it up, Buttercup. That's what that goes into.
You are definitely bravo. This is I know there's plenty of different, maybe friendly get-togethers, virtual get-togethers, or, mastermind groups with friends or intimates where it's okay, let's set intentions or set resolutions, goals, whatever for the incoming year. But what's so different about here is really, Stephen, that expertise. You're a really great example for intention setting. You really are. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you for that. And
you're teaching everyone here, because I know that people have noted, they're like, hey, you sound like Stephen. You're really good at this. And I was like, oh yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of hours a week, so I better be. And I apply it in my everyday life. So
Yes, you
Better be
do.
doing well. All right,
Margot
folks.
Moon, thank you. And
Thank
what a
you
beautiful,
so much,
fun name.
everyone, for being here. As Stephen mentioned, we have our weekly online drop-ins. We have our weekly online clinics, our EFT tapping clinic, our intention setting clinic, our EFT tapping clinic every Tuesday, intention setting clinic every Wednesday. And then every Monday, our weekly online drop-in. You bring in any issue you may have, any topic, question, issue you may have. We work it out using the 15 spiritual workout concepts. That takes place every Monday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, goes for 1 hour and a half. Tuesday, EFT tapping clinic. As Stephen mentioned before, how and why to tap, actually do some tapping. That takes place every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, goes for 1 hour. And then every Wednesday, intention setting clinic, 10 a.m. Pacific, p.m. Eastern, also for 1 hour. Also, as Stephen mentioned, we are going to send folks an email with all that information. Don't sign up just yet. We will send you an email when it's appropriate to sign up so you can get the full slate of drop-ins and clinics for the month and every month if you are sign up as a monthly subscriber. Also, you can stay engaged with spiritual workout, get some knowledge, everything on personal growth, spirituality, consciousness by following us on our YouTube channel, our Instagram page. I have the links right there. And Stephen also has a Conscious Politics Sunday newsletter, which I also put the link right in there. Stephen, if you want to say a couple of words on that. But these are the free ways of staying in touch with us, seeing what we do here on a weekly basis. Get some personal growth, spirituality, consciousness content, all available to you.
And if reading is your thing, there are about 100-something spiritual workout blog posts under
That's
my
true.
name on medium.com. You'll be able to find your way to spiritual workout. I don't know if you're already on Medium, you know what it's about. If you're not, it's a little annoying. Those things are parked there, but it's just, if you like to read, it's just yet another way to go. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to give you a better link. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, yes. Give them the better link. But yeah, these are ways for everyone to stay engaged with spiritual workout when not in our weekly online drop-ins, when not in our weekly online clinics.
Sorry, here's a better one for the blog. Sorry about that.
There you
All
go.
right. Happy New Year, everybody.
I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope everyone's feeling a nice little boost. Stephen, yes?
Yeah, and don't forget the replay. Use them, whether it was your thing or not. They're there. They're always available.
Let me explain that, yes.
And you'll see, as Delilah said, it just shows right up again.
Almost
and you
forgot
have that.
Thank you.
You can do it. Yeah.
Almost forgot that, Stephen. Thank you for reminding me. It's been a longer night, but yes. The replay for tonight's, the first part and second part will be available as soon as you end here. So you go to this has a particular link. You go to the first, you can go to the first part with the initial link that you received, and you can go right into the replay. We'll also follow up with an email with that information so you can have it all laid out for you. If you registered for this event, it is absolutely free to watch the replay. So that is available as soon as we end here. And if you want to go to the particular place, any particular place in the broadcast, you can go right into ask a question, press view answer, and you don't have to estimate where that was in the broadcast. So everything will be
Happy New Year, everybody.
Email with all the information. Don't worry. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thanks for being here. See you next year.
2022. See you next year. Bye.